let's get this show on the road, folks. The swarms have crushed the meager human resistance. It laid waste to 9 of the 13 Terran worlds. Shortly after the fall of the Terran capital world of Tarsonis, the main Protoss fleet abandoned the Terran sector. Now, efforts continue on Tarsonis to weed out the remaining Protoss forces. Among the ruins.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me. Behold that I shall set you amongst the greatest of my cerebrates, that you might benefit from their wisdom and experience. Yet your purpose is unique. While they carry forth my will to the innumerable broods, you have but one charge entrusted to your care. For I have found a creature that may yet become the greatest of my agents. Even now, it resides within a protective chrysalis, awaiting its rebirth into the swarm. You must watch over the chrysalis and ensure that no harm comes to the creature within it. Go now, and keep safe my prize.
Of course, you have the one big evil eye there that has been a staple of, well, not a staple, but this is certainly not the first occurrence of this. Stretching back many, many, many other science fiction-y and fantasy type things. Like Animorphs. That's the first example that comes to your mind, right? When you think of the giant eye. Animorphs. Totally. Alright, so create a spawning pool, create a Hydralisk den, and protect the chrysalis. Will do, Overmind.
The hatchery is the heart of any ZERG colony. It spontaneously generates larvae, which in turn are used to spawn your various warriors and minions. Now, create a drone and start gathering resources.
Okie dokie. So that's Dagoth. That is the most powerful cerebrate serving the Overmind, lead of the Tiamat brood, which is red in color. Basically responsible for, among other things, protecting the Overmind. Has the most powerful strains, most powerful overlords, queens. Its fighters are primarily devoted to spacefaring combat, but it may land on a planet as well. So, Hatchery is the command center of the ZERG. But the ZERG don't have multiple buildings from which they produce units. All unit production is done at the Hatchery. And you don't queue up things either. Instead, a single hatchery will accumulate up to 3 larvae at a time. 1, you can select them individually. You can, of course, drag box to select multiples. And you can double-click on them. Or you can just press that, it selects all of them. You can shift-click or control-click to go out of things accordingly. And this is where it's done. So you can produce multiple units at once, but you can't queue up things. And, you know, larvae don't immediately pop out of the hatchery. It's not an instantaneous process. So the ZERG have their own pros and cons associated with their structure type. You, of course, see the creep colony here. That, along with the hatchery, creates this bioorganic matter of arteries, veins, that basically feeds all of the ZERG structures. The hatchery is the only structure that can be built off of the creep. Everything else must be built on the creep. Consequently, this is a very telltale sign in single-player games when you're against the AI, as well as multiplayer games, of identifying who each race of person is and where they are by seeing this creep. And to know that you're facing a ZERG player is to know that they are constrained by the limitations of this. They cannot have sneaky buildings pop up somewhere or another. They have to have the time to build the hatchery first. But it's to also know that the ZERG can also engage in quick unit production. This is the Overlord. We've seen that before. He moves very slow at the start. He is a detector unit who is responsible for spotting cloaked and hidden people. And he's also responsible for establishing ZERG control. This makes the Overlord exceptionally valuable, and he is very vulnerable given how slow he is. But he's so useful! You have little Zerg Zerglings here. You've been acquainted with these since the Terran tutorial. I'll go ahead and show you all how those spawn later on when we build a spawning pool. For the time being, we'll go ahead and follow Dagus' instructions and select the hatchery and create a drone. You'll see there's a morphing time there. It's a Power Ranger. I can cancel it at any time, but I will not. And there we go. I've done as bidden.
Overlords provide control for your minions. As your forces grow in number, you must hatch more overlords to control them. You have enough minerals. Select a lava and mutate it into an overlord.
We'll go ahead and keep this slow, folks, because we can. Why the hell not? You'll notice I set these guys to patrol. So they'll look out for any potential threats that might come pop up. Now, you see, we'd actually have to build another hatchery to make optimal use of that Vespane geyser. But it's not a bad idea to have multiple hatcheries, for the same reason that you'd build multiple barracks, or factories, or starports. Here we go.
Create new warrior strains. You must generate the various hive structures. The drones themselves mutate into these structures. Yet be careful. Never use your last drone to make a building. Now, order your drone to become a spawning pool.
Never use your last drone to make a building?
Structures can only
That's silly.
implant themselves upon the creep.
Now, something I want to keep in mind
You
here.
can make creep
God damn it.
colonies to extend the creep, but only a hatchery can be built upon open ground.
I appreciate the game trying to help, but I'm doing a pretty good job, I think, as well. Now, I have just a little brief aside here. We'll begin morphing the spawning pool. Spawning pools used to only cost 150 minerals, and it's a reflection of how much balance was put into the game, along with how many bug fixes. How StarCraft was upon release was significantly different from how StarCraft was whenever Brood War was released, which is significantly different than how it is now. So there is that. So let's actually go ahead and let's use my last drone to make a building, everyone. I'm sure Dagus didn't mean that. I'm sure he was JKing, lol. Nope. Used my last drone to make a building, and I got attacked. Dagus, you gonna do anything to me? I just build in random places to get rid of my drones. We cool, bro? Well, good. I'm glad you don't have any hard feelings towards me. I built a spawning pool. You gonna pop up some dialogue for me? Dialogue? Pirates? I might have broke the game. He's having like an aneurysm right now.
I too am a cerebrate of the Overmind. I have located a small band of Terrans who could threaten the Chrysalis and the Hive Cluster. You must not allow them to leave here alive.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Destroy the Terran encampment? I can certainly do that. They have Wraiths and Goliaths and all those other sorts of fun things. I just wanted to check to make sure. Alright. Now, it's possible that might have been patched out, but or that I'm misremembering in my old age. But I did actually think that Dagus was going to give me a mission failure right there. I'm okay with that not happening, though, because we'd have to repeat things. But I did think it would happen. So, create a spawning pool, create a Hydralisk Den, protect the Chrysalis, and destroy the Terran encampment. So, now that we've built the spawning pool, we can actually train Zerglings. We can also upgrade these creep colonies to be static defenses for us. For example, a Sucking Colony, which deals ground-based attacks. Let's go ahead and do that. Now again, my structures aren't placed optimally. I don't exactly care a whole lot. I didn't exactly have to do that much upgrading, though, either. I tell you what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and play with these guys. Have some fun. We have 12 of them. Why the hell not? And see, also... What the hell? We'll go ahead and train one right here. So... We're Not training, we're morphing up a Zergling here. We're summoning it. And whenever that Zergling hatches, because the DNA is so simplistic, the Zerg can actually create 2 Zerglings from 1 larva. How about that? Fantastic, everyone. Let's go ahead and build this hatchery. We'll say here will be fine. Yeah, those Marines are toast. No chance. Yeah, I know. I know I require more minerals. I'm sorry, okay? Let's go ahead and keep you guys as backup, just in case things go awry. I'm not harvesting a lot. This is going through a slow process. I just figured I'd go ahead and talk with you folks about this, because I'm nice. Now, given how fragile Zerglings are, you can expect to lose quite a bit of them. So it's a good thing that they're so damn cheap, right? But we're fighting a crippled tutorial AI here. He's not as crippled as other AI would end up being. But he's still fairly meek and modest, and you can see how they can quickly team up and basically wreck your shit. So let's just destroy some things. How about it? We need to get some drones. Oh damn. All these guys are dead. And the SCV attacked me. What a bitch. I did think they would die, though. I'm not surprised. They're Zerglings. What I'm more upset about than anything else is that I used my last drone to make a building, everyone, and I didn't pay the price. Oh well, get over it. Let's go ahead and establish some resources here. By the way, there's the chrysalis right there. A drone can actually pick that up. Let's go ahead and build an extractor. It is the processing plan for Vespane gas for the Zerg. Goddamn pathfinding. Not as bad as Dragoons, but still bad all the same. Let's just go random exploring. I mean, these guys are cheap. I don't really care about their lives. You know what really matters? Map data. I really already know how the map looks, and it's pretty small the way it is. Oh, it's a fire bat. Good demonstration right there. Fire bats? Kinda counter Zerglings. It's kind of a thing. They also do pretty nice against Zealots, too. Zealots. Woohoo! So this is gonna be a pretty long tutorial mission if you guys haven't noticed. I wasn't doing my full best. I'll get over it. I just figured I'd have that little bit of fun explanation out of the way. I did honestly think that Daggett would cancel the mission out for me. That's why I wasn't putting my level best. I thought I'd get a do-over. No, that's actually all joking. I'm really terrible at this game, everyone. It's all lies and deceit. All lies and deceit. You of course notice that whenever I convert a drone into a building, that the control goes down, because I no longer have to use an overlord to control it. It's sacrificing itself to create a building. True story. Also, I require more minerals. You'll be hearing messages from our good friend the Overlord. By the way, don't group up all of your Overlords together. Newer players have a tendency to do that. The AI won't overly punish you for it, but a live player will. So this is the Hydralisk Den. It's responsible for managing Hydralisks. Now we can actually train Hydralisks. They actually cause Vespane gas, everyone. So, I trained up that. So, Hydralisks are the primary ranged unit of the Zerg. They deal explosive damage with spikes they launch from their body. Very nice. Very nice. They're great for being a lazy player. In terms of like actual PvP matches, though, their mileage definitely varies along with all the other units. Particularly in Zerg versus Zerg matches, those end up being primarily fought up in the air. Mutalisks. muta-on-muta combat is pretty goddamn serious in Zerg matches. Let's go ahead and train up some units here. Oh, by the way, no sound demonstrations for you all for the Zerg units unless they're unique enough to actually have words. That is my ruling. Once you have an evolution chamber, you can actually convert a creep colony into a spore colony, which you all have familiarity with. Evolution chamber handles upgrading of ground upgrades. Melee and missile are separate, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and train that up, and you'll see how the creep expands. The creep cannot be destroyed at all. The only way to do that is to take out the colony or the hatchery that is responsible for generating it. So there's that. A thing that has transpired. I believe we have oversaturation on those two. That'll be okay. There we go. Wanted to make sure we heard that, folks. Wouldn't be a Zerg game without that. Let's go ahead and get some faster movement. We should be able to quickly finish this up. Once I, start applying myself. Oh, you silly Goliath. Hydralisks are medium-sized units, as are Goliaths. Dead. And Zerg units and buildings cannot be repaired. They all just regenerate over time. They're organic like that. They're organic like that. Oops, I didn't mean to stop you, bro. Just go ahead. Come on. There. Getting my upgrade on. Quit bleeding. Looks awkward. Zerg structures in and of themselves tend to look awkward. Just like all the random throbbing and pulsing they do. It's a big deal. Oh, and Zerg ground units, except for the Ultralisk, can burrow, which disguises them from view. Not exactly an essential thing to research, but for the purposes of demonstration, I'll go ahead and show that off to you folks now. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Alright, I have my group of 12 here, and you can see these guys move significantly faster now. That movement speed upgrade is significant. Definitely significant. Hello! You can hide in the trees for cover, by the way, in case you didn't know. There we go. Hydras are great at taking out structures. Not so great at taking out Marines, though. Nope, you need to take cover behind the others. God damn it. You're nearly dead. Alright, burrow. They all hide. How about that? Alright, let's go ahead and get at that armor upgrade. Weaponry is usually more important to upgrade than armor. But there can be exceptions to that. You just have to be aware of situations in which it would behoove you to basically not be stupid. Alright. You think I can win with 18 Hydralisks? I want to get on with the second map now. We're supposed to be clearing off the Protoss from Tarsonis, and here we are clearing off the Terrans. Let's go. Nope. There we go. That should keep him alive. Thankfully, these wraiths will not clone. Because the only detector I could bring out here is an Overlord, and I don't have a speed upgrade for him. Ah, damn, I lost a Hydra. That's fine. Go ahead and get some Zerglings out. Yeah, I really did think Dagoth would make me lose that map. So we've already met two Cerebrits, Dagoth and Zaz. And we, of course, met our dad, basically. Our master. The one whom is responsible for controlling all the Zerg, and we are merely an extension of his will, the Overmind. We get to establish our own personality. The Overmind is that powerful that he can allow the freedom for you to do what you think is best to carry out your directives. So you can see these Zerglings move a bit fast now, too. How about that? See, this is the only structure that is left. We good? We're good? 20 minutes for the first mission. You're right. Omega Squadron, Remnants of the Confederacy. Yeah. Oh, by the way, when you play as Zerg, you should expect unit casualties. Moving on is Egression, the Confederate capital world of Tarsonis.
I am well pleased, young Cerebrit, and so long as my prize remains intact, I shall remain pleased. Thus its life and yours shall be made as one. As it prospers, so shall you, for you are part of the swarm. If ever your flesh should fail, that flesh shall be made anew. That is my covenant with all Cerebrits. Now you have grown strong enough to bear the rigors of warp travel with the swarm. Thus we shall make our exit from this blasted world and secure the chrysalis within the hive cluster upon the planet Char.
Remnants of the Protoss fleet still linger within this planet's orbit. They will attempt to block our exodus at every turn.
My brood shall aid you, Cerebrit, should you require assistance.
So that's Zaz, that's Dagoth. And of course, the Overmind is basically, with his covenant, he's telling you, don't fuck this up. Or I'm going to kill you, and then remake you into something that better suits my will. So, objective is merely to bring the chrysalis to the beacon. Ugh, hatcheries are so far away. So you have Zerg Mutalisks. They're the flyers. You all should be familiar with seeing them from Terran Mission 3 and beyond. Sort of like Infinity. They have quite a bit of, well, I mean, they're such a great unit. They move so fast. They can stack on top of each other. They have that bouncing splash damage attack. If strategy games are won with air superiority, ow, my face. The Mutalisk can definitely help you establish that, no doubt. Let's go ahead and move our one of our Hydralisks up here. Dagoth has transported some Hunter Killers down for us, which are basically hero Hydras.
You will, Cerebrit. They will serve you unquestioningly. Go now, and bring swift wrath to all who would oppose the swarm.
Sure thing. That doesn't mean they sound any different, though. They're just a lot tougher. They start with 2 base armor, 20 damage, and they can burrow. No armor, 10 damage. Yeah, Hunter Killers. I'm totally cool with these guys. No problem at all. Let's go ahead and get our miners here to work. Our mindless drones, which are based off a Wasp design. The Zerg are basically organic Borg, as I do believe I mentioned earlier in the series. Resistance is futile. They will take the best elements, and humanity is certainly an element they very much desire to claim for their own, as you all will learn more about. Uh-oh. Goddamn zealots. Oh, a zealot. Sneaking in like that. I was about to build a creep colony over here, too. Getting into my minerals. That bastard. So like LOL. All my drones could have killed him should I so have wished it, but I did not. Go ahead and make you a sunken colony to provide some limited protection. Zealots do a pretty good job against sunken colonies, though, due to how tough the Zealots are. So that's not exactly a desirable outcome. Hello, Dragoon. Yeah, you're fucked. Good joke. What's going on? Let's go up the stairs here. Access a doodad, everyone. Doodad complete. Yeah. Oh, scout. Yeah, good joke. Let's go ahead and burrow here. I'm busy. Quit interrupting me, game. ahead and build a hatchery over here, if I can. Thank you. You go ahead and build that extractor that's going to need to be there. I went ahead and burrowed so I could focus on managing things. I, of course, could put the game speed to be slower. That'd be silly. Slower game speed? No. Ow. Ow. Quit shooting at me. It's rude. Only I'm allowed to cheat. I should just take out the cannon. That's weaker. Run. Back. There you go. Nope. 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 Whoop. Let's go ahead and hide for now, folks. That was fun, wasn't it, everyone? So scouts, they're primarily an anti-air mechanism, not exactly an anti-ground mechanism. Mechanism. That's what I called it, a mechanism, so that's what it is. God damn it. Regardless, it transpired. There's the chrysalis. Considering how weak this thing is, well, actually, it's invulnerable right now. But I wouldn't want to. The drones are pretty weak too. I could just try to constantly keep going after that thing. I'm in no exact hurry to try to kill a bunch of things. Let's go ahead and mutate. Now, when you've built the proper structures, you can actually level up your hatchery to a lair, and then to a hive. And that allows you access to greater DNA strands that allow you to do greater upgrades. It's true. Let's go ahead and build a Hydra den. For now, we can build a spire when we get a lair, and we will do just that. I want you guys to build colonies. Just in case there's some form of attack. Also want you to build another evolution chamber. You get back in the back. Let's go ahead and make this happen. No, you stay in the back. Here we go. Okay. So when you destroy pylons, and there's not any way for a thing to become powered, the structure actually depowers, which is nice. Makes life easier. Let's go ahead and, I believe I'm just going to solely be using hydras for this one. I'm also out of gas. Damn it. There we go. Sometimes you run out of Vespane gas, folks. Not a whole lot you can do about it. Alright. Let's go. You sons of bitches, look at them. Just fucking building pylons all over the goddamn place. Warping them in. I ain't gonna take that shit from you at all. Quit attacking me. Take it back. They're like, we want to power up our gateway again, and I'm like, don't do that. But they are no match for the wrath of these hunter killers. No match at all. I'm okay with that. Don't get separated, though. Teamwork is pivotal for ZERG units. Close. We also got attack there. Good job. Go ahead and build some Zerglings. Go ahead and make things work better all about. Are you not mining? You're not mining, are you? Or you are waiting to mine? Whatever. Not looking so good there on the health. That'll be fine. We can actually build a spire now. I'll think about it. See, you can see how well one Zealot is doing, or Zealot is doing against that. Not bad at all. True story. Yeah, I know. I'm fucking aware, game. Fucking aware. Ugh, so far away. So far. It's ugly. It's an ugly thing. Alright, there's the ramp that should take us up to there. Which is good. That's why I attacked over this way. Good. You guys move fast now. Overlords, unfortunately, do not. Not yet. Go ahead and scatter all around. I'm definitely going to want some distractions going about, though. We will accomplish that through the power of ZERG. Oh, I can actually go up to the next level on these things. Alright. I'm going to wait for my Groove Spines upgrade to come through, and then I'm just going to let her rip. You are the chosen one. You go this way. Come on. Come on. Find your path through. Look at how fucking fast these guys haul ass. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Alright. Go for it. Just throw yourselves at the lines. Make it happen. Normally I would care more about, keeping track of my units, but I'm past that stage in my life where I legitimately give a fuck. Just bulldoze on through here, everyone. This fucking thing is ours. We could go finish off the Protoss in places, and I don't care to. The Hunter kills could have perhaps done this on their own, but I just wanted to make sure the drone got through safe. And it allowed us to talk together more and share experiences. Suppose I could build a spire? Sure. No, fuck it. I'll do that. There's so many other missions we have to go through. I do like the Hunter killers, but let's just get on with it.
Prepare yourself, Cerebrate. Your first jump through warp space could be unsettling.
I have no idea why we had to deliver the chrysalis to this spot, why it's like the pickup spot. Regardless, it was. We spent less time on that mission than we did on the first mission, everyone. How about that? We win! We defeated the Sargas tribe and expeditionary force. Hurrah. With the Protoss force is beaten and scattered, the Overmind has withdrawn the swarms to the remote ash world of Charm. The doomed Dominion, though, will wait until next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed coming along for the ride. Take care.